at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. A couple of recent pickups. Taylor finding Landry for the Cleveland first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Play action, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things. That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game: 10 carries, up over 130 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so he knows
nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Willie Henry in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield, complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are. And
he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Tyrod Taylor with touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Taylor on first down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, it's Taylor. Underneath for Johnson. Finding some room at midfield. There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got his tight end in Njoku. Taylor able to find his big tight end in Njoku for the Cleveland first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Taylor. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Dumping it off for Johnson. Good move by Duke. Fights through at the 5. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Terrell Suggs in there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Final play of the half. It's Taylor being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Taylor. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Well, they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Steps away to his left. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
Offense.
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And the Browns getting set to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to stop.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Tim Williams able to get him for a loss of about 3.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Taylor on 3rd down throws incomplete. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson with his... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. A first carry for a former 49er and also a former Buckeye. It's Carlos Hyde. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Well, Charles, the forecast.